Hiya, Strawberry Cure here. Just thought I'd do a quick video. This is regarding having the camera down that way, a gastroscopy, I can never say it, with no sedation like they do in England. Brutally hard, absolute. I don't know what it is, if it's bankrupt Britain or what, but every time I've had it done, I've been put under and it's been great. Just go there, put a needle in your hand, that's the worst bit, and then you just feel that warm feeling going up your arm and you're asleep and you wake up and it's like the best kip ever. I really like it, mate, but I know it's no good for you. It's probably why they don't do it in England. Maybe they got bad reactions of it, but anyway, I was going to do this video and then wife says to me, you shouldn't do it because you might put people off going for the camera. But I'm going to turn that round the other way, and I'm going to do a video to make people go for the camera, even if you have to go to have it done with no sedation. So basically, my sister sent me a voicemail, which I'm going to play in a bit. Just give me about 2 minutes. I'm going to play her experience with it. Now, I just assumed she was like they do in Australia, where you go to sleep and you wake up and have it done. And she said, I'm going tomorrow, And I was like, yeah, fine, don't worry about it. It's actually it's really good. You just go, you go to sleep, you wake up, happy days. But I didn't know that she wasn't going to be put to sleep, right? I didn't know that then. I just stopped the filming then because about 10 tradesmen who are working on a building site next door walk past, right past the van, and I see what they're all eating, and I used to be like that, absolute garbage, unbelievable pies and all this crap, garbage. Anyway, so yeah, I thought my sister was going to be like they do here. You go in, you wake up, you get your results. Now, the reason why I'm saying this, I'm going to turn it around for people that don't be put off. If your doctor says you should go for the camera down because of whatever reasons that it may be, whatever reasons it is with you, whether you got heartburn all the time, more than 3 months, whether you're waking up choking or always going like this, or just whatever reason, right? If you think that you need to go for the camera and the doctor tells you need to go to the camera, or someone's told you need to go for the camera, you need to go. You need to go. I'll tell you why, right? Because my sister, she made bad decisions in her life and took a lot of drugs, stuff like speed and all this, and it was very stupid, got him in the wrong crowd and took drugs that was prescribed for someone else, and she just said to her, take this, it'll make you relaxed. Messed her head up big time. So she's basically ruined for life now. She sees things, hears things, so she's on a cocktail of drugs, right? And she can't come off them. I've told her what she needs to do. She needs to do a juice detox and come off the medication and see if she can, because she's tried everything. She can cure it that way, but she has hallucinations and all this stuff. And she takes drugs to go to sleep. She takes drugs to wake up. She has PPIs because she has this really bad heartburn. She takes about 10-15 tablets a day. She hammers them, and no medications are good for you, in my opinion. So anyway, for years she's been saying, I get really bad heartburn, and she's been like, recently it's been like waking her up in the middle of the night. It's really bad heartburn. When she told me this, she told me she was going for the camera, I'm telling you, I was 90% that she was gonna say to me, I've got Barrett's esophagus or worse, right? I was adamant that's what she was gonna say, right? So I was a bit worried for her. Anyway, and she went for the camera, and I'm gonna play it in a minute. Her message, a voice message that she sent to me about the camera. The first time I listened to it, I was listening to it thinking, come on, results, right? But then when I listen to it again and again, I just find it funnier and funnier. To me, it's hilarious. But don't let it put you off, because I'm getting off the track here. What I wanted to say. She had heartburn for years and years and years. She eats absolute garbage. She's a full-time smoker. She takes PPI. She's got every single credential there that says to me she's going to have Barrett's esophagus or worse. She's had heartburn for longer than 3 months. She's had it for years, right? So I honestly thought she would have it, okay? She went for the camera. I'm going to play it in a minute. She went for the camera, her experience of the camera. That's what this video is about. And unbelievably, fine, absolutely nothing wrong with her, right? Me, on the other hand, I hardly smoke. I've not had a fag for months. Like when I have a drink, I like to have a roll up at the end of the night, because I don't know why the two just go hand in hand. I just like it. But for about 15 years, if you want to see like me history, go back and watch my first videos. But to be quick, like 15 years, I just used to drink alcohol, not a lot, just a couple of cans a night, and eat before bed and have a fag before bed. And I had no symptoms whatsoever. Zero, no symptoms. That's why it's so dodgy. That's why you've got to go for the camera. So even though my sister was there saying, oh, it hurt and this and that and this, she's soft, right? She's soft. She has a needle, she starts crying, right? So she can handle that. You can handle it, I'm telling you now. And you've got to go, because like I say, I had no symptoms. I was drinking alcohol for like 15-20 years. I had no symptoms whatsoever, apart from one that most people would put it off to nothing and think, oh, it was just something I ate and not gone for the camera. But I just woke up in the middle of the night choking, and I'd been drinking, of course, and I was on holiday somewhere. I was in like northern Tasmania traveling around, and I just woke up and it's like phlegm came up, and like I couldn't breathe, and it woke me up, and then I forgot about it. And I just went back to sleep, and I woke up in the morning and I remembered what happened. I thought, bloody hell. And that was a changing point in my life, and it was for the best. It was for the best, because I've totally changed now. I'm totally healthy, and you can go and watch all my videos and all the rest of it. But that was my warning to go and get the camera. And I had like the Barrett's esophagus with 5 centimeters of damage. I had the esophagitis tears going through the esophagus, and I'm telling you now, 5 to 10 more years or less, it would have gone to the big C. 100% the way I was going. Diet garbage now, and look at her. I honestly thought she was a candidate with all the history, and she's not got it. Hers is fine. Can you believe that? That's why it's crucial that you have to go, because it can be symptomless. Even if you're in England, right, try and do it with sedation, but if not, have the just do it without. I've had the camera up, right, from behind about 10-12 years ago. This was in my hypochondriac days before I discovered diet. I had that done in England with no sedation, and it would have been the same as going down. It's not painful, it's just weird, because you're not used to it. It's just weird. So I'd say it's just weird feeling, and doesn't hurt, like, it's just weird. Anyway, I find her take on it very funny. I'm going to play it right now. Sorry if I waffle, but that's what I do, innit? I'm a waffler. So enjoy listening to her going for the camera, and I've listened to it about 4 or 5 times, and I tell you what, I find it funnier and funnier. See you in a bit. Okay, and here's the video.
Oh my, check this, I'm still alive. They went to kill me. Well, Mum picked us up, got somewhere to park, found it, got in there 45 minutes early, and then after about 10-15 minutes called me into the nurse to just do my paperwork and medical stuff and questions and consent and medication, all the rest of it. And I said, I'm feeling really nervous and anxious, and I was asking loads of questions, you know. I said, well, I choke, you know, and so what we do is we put a camera down you, and it's got something on the end of it which will take a biopsy with some tissues down your stomach if they feel the need to, after they see what's on the camera. So I was very, very anxious, and then they called me in to the doctor, and he says, I believe that you're feeling anxious today. I am, doctor. He said, look, it's a simple procedure. I said, doctor, I'm very anxious over it. I've not had this done before, and I've heard different reports and everything. He said, it's a simple procedure, you'll be all right. And so he took me to this room. There's 2 consultants. One of them was a mister, and about 2-3 nurses. There was some guy there. And anyway, so they said, right, sit up, spray your mouth, and it was disgusting. It left my whole mouth feel like it was on like fire. I couldn't feel it in my tongue, I couldn't feel my throat. It was intensely numb, and the taste was horrendous, and I couldn't even swallow. And then I had to move over to my left-hand side, and they put this thing in my mouth. And I said to him before I did it, I said, look, if I want you to stop, I'm going to raise my hand, because you can't talk, obviously. And I was thinking about breathing all the time, and they put this blue thing in my mouth, like this circle thing, and the camera goes through it. And I looked at the camera, it was dead thick. He was like a little finger, like Johnny said that, looked like a little finger. Anyway, so he says, oh, you know, anyway, so they had this screen on, all the lights went out, and they've got all these lights on the end of the camera, and they were looking on the screen. There was 2 doctors doing it. So one guy was going down, and it was horrendous. When he was going down the throat, I said, get it out, get it out. I'm trying to speak, I wanted it out, I just totally wanted to duck out. There's no, Serena, wait, this is the worst part, getting past your throat, and then you'll be all right. And I was like that, just breathe in, stay focused, Jesus, I need you, Jesus, I need you, Jesus. And they were putting this thing down, and I could feel it wriggling around. And I just kept on trying to breathe, trying to concentrate, trying not to swallow or anything. And then it kept going on, and wriggling around in my stomach. And the other consultant was saying, go to the left, no, go to the right, go further down, bring it up. And as it was coming up, it was just like this relief as I felt it coming up. And I was in a mess. I felt all air inside of me. They put your air in your stomach. Anyway, so I had to wait for the numb spray to work off, which it did after like 20 minutes, which was good. Very intensely numb, but it wore off quick. And then I was profusely sick on the couch. Not everyone's sick, but I was. And then I started to cry, get really upset. I want my mum, where's my coat? I want my mum. And I come through to mum, really upset, crying, because it reminded me of overdose days, to be honest with you. And that was it. So it's all over and done with. And I said to the nurses when I come out, I said, not have one of them again. And that was it. So anyway, got my results, got absolutely perfectly clear. Everything's perfectly normal. Just got acid reflux. And they said that... They just said that they might want to mess around like your medication and stuff like that. But I've had it done. It's all done and dusted. It's out of the way. And me and Mum went for some sandwich then, and we met one of Mum's customers as well. And that was it. But I won't be doing that again. I've been in pieces crying. But anyway, it's out of the way. Perfectly normal. They didn't have to do a biopsy because everything looked normal in the first place. So just a relief now. But I won't go down that road again.
Yeah, so there you have it. There's her take on it. It's quite funny. It's funny as I listen to it again and again. But a reason why you have to go on a serious note is that, like I said, she had all these symptoms. I had zero. I had the thing wrong with me. She never, and it can turn into a particularly dangerous disease that can ultimately take your life. So that's why you must go and have the camera, and if don't let her waffling like that put you off, because like I say, she's soft. I'd do it with no sedation if I had to, but I live in a civilized country. Australia, it's not like England. Bankrupt Britain, putting people under, ramming cameras down the throat with no sedation is primitive. But anyway, there you have it. Right, see you in a bit.